Hi, this is David Ozio with OZCO Consulting. This is the questionnaire that I told you I would email to you. And so what I want to do is go through it quickly and just let you understand what it is that I'm looking for. There's 7 areas that I'm going to be trying to get information on. What I want here is as much as you can give me prior to the interview we're going to do over the phone, or that I'll be coming into your office and doing in person. The more I have, the more I'll know what kind of questions I need to get answered that weren't answered through this questionnaire. So the first area is the unique selling proposition. You may or may not have one as a company. Just tell me briefly what makes you different than anyone else that does the same thing that you're doing. Is there any unique selling propositions that you can mention about how you do business, or what kind of staff you have, or what kind of products you sell, or warranties, or anything like that? And then the next thing is, do your staff understand and know it? Do your customers know it? And if so, why? If not, why not? And then the other question has to do with, how are you integrating this into your marketing? So if you have a unique selling proposition, is that message getting out there? And if so, how? Is it on letterhead? Is it in a jingle? Is there a message somehow that permeates all of your marketing? The next area is current marketing process. And I'm basically looking for some numbers here. I want to try and figure out closing ratios. So if you get, say, 10 new prospects who come to your business, how many are going to turn into customers? And that'll give us a kind of an estimate of your closing ratio. And then what happens to the percentage that don't close? Do you have any kind of a system for capitalizing on them? What do you do to consistently follow up on these prospects and leads? If you don't have anything, that's fine. Just leave anything blank that you don't have an answer to. And then how many calls per day, if you're tracking it, or week or month, just so I can get some raw data to understand what your marketing is currently producing. And then what is your system for tracking this? And then what is your company spending on advertising daily, weekly, or monthly, if you know those numbers? The past, present, and prospective customers, this has to do with the numbers when it comes to their spending habits, their repeating of business. How does that customer's purchase habits work with your company? These questions should all be pretty easy to answer. You either have the answers or you don't. If you don't have an answer for these, leave it blank. But get me as much information here as you possibly can to help me understand what you're tracking and what your database looks like and what you're doing with those prospects. Alliance opportunities has to do with other businesses that are maybe going after the same type of customer. So what I'm looking for here is, what is a slice of who your best customers that you like to do business are? What's their age, sex, income? Where do they live? Are they individuals, families, or businesses? It's all pretty clear here what you need to tell me. Tell me as much as you can exactly who that person is that A, you like to do business with, and B, that you've been doing business with profitably. Okay, then the next question has to do with your media. Are you doing any media advertising? Are you doing any print, radio, television, internet? What are you doing? What's working? What's not working? If you have any samples you can give me a copy of a sample ad or sample video or audio, whatever you're doing that might be working, that could help me understand how your message is getting out there that's working. And then community marketing has to do with what you're doing to impact your community. Now, you may not be doing anything, which is fine. But if you are doing things to impact the community, I just need to understand what you're doing, what's been working, what you like to do, where's your passion for your community. And then the 7th area is direct marketing. And this has to do with your direct mail pieces. Are you doing anything, postcards, letters, anything on the internet, using landing pages, pay-per-clicks, anything that is working, that is directly asking for a call to action response from people who would see your message? And just give me the information there, and then once you're finished with this, save it, email it back to me, and I will review it. I'll put together any questions I have that weren't answered with this questionnaire, and then when we get together to do the interview, I will be able to be very productive in getting the kind of information that's going to help me to really maximize the time that we have together. Once I have the information, I will recontact you and we'll set up our time for an appointment. Thanks. Hope this explains everything to you.